Oh man, I absolutely just love that ending. Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Hunter Loves Voiceplay podcast, Geoff edition. We're just gonna jump right in to God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen. Now, this was a while ago when he did this one. I'm trying to think. I'm really trying to think just how long ago this one was. But I absolutely fell in love with this just because of just the way he went about it. I had said this once before to him that a lot of people agreed with me that it was like, it gave that Trans-Siberian Orchestra feel. Okay, so it was a year ago. That's crazy. It premiered December 3rd, 2021. How's that a year ago? Anyway, well, it'll be 2 years by now. YouTube, you're slacking. What are you doing? Anyway, so yeah, his version of God Rest You Merry Gentlemen, and I've heard a lot of the originals, Nat King Cole, Frank Sinatra, Luther Vandross, Bing Crosby, even Pentatonics. I listen to Pentatonics, and I mean, their version is great. You know, I'm not going to give them any slack for that. It's pretty incredible knowing just what they were able to do with that one. But I also like that Geoff took his and he slowed it down, but also made it his own. Because he said in a live chat with us one time that he came up with the beat right away, all on his own. And he was like, what would happen if God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen just had a and he was beating on his clavicle. He was beating on his chest the whole time when he came up with that significant beat. And then when he put it into, oh my god, which one is it? Is it Logic? Yeah, he uses Logic. Ellie uses Pro Tools. But anyway, when he put it into Logic, he added a whole bunch of war drum sounds. And that was his inspiration behind it, was just a whole bunch of war drums and a whole bunch of and you hear it, and you hear just that beat of the drums and the beat of the, it kind of sounds like a Celtic drum, you know, how they have the little phalange thing, and it's and the instrumental, I fall in love, because it's so good, so good. It's just it's very kind of tribal, kind of Celtic kind of style, and I love it. It's got bells in there, it's got, it just has so much elements of Christmas that, I come to love. And I wasn't expecting this one out of him, because I don't think, because he had posted the picture on Patreon that it was coming soon or whatever, and I'm like, what freaking Christmas song could he be doing? And then once he released it, I was like, oh, okay. And I'm gonna be honest, I had my doubts with this, because I'm like, I've heard this song over and over and over, and it's gonna, drive me nuts. Nope. He did not do that. He did not drive me to drink. He made me enjoy it so much. So I'm gonna get into it here, get into the song itself. So we just start off with, I'm pretty sure it's a low G on God. And it's oh, here we go. It's yep, just right out the gate, right there. The harmonies, if you're lucky enough to listen to the karaoke, I highly recommend it, because it is just amazing. It is just so awesome. Yeah, just the harmonies in it is just so pretty. Like I said, with Geoff's music, there's always elements that you're just going to be listening to that are fresh to the ear, and that you're just going to be like, oh my god, I did not pick up on that. I went back and I re-listened to the video this morning a couple times, and I was picking up on harmonies that I didn't even know existed until, because I had listened the shit out of this song when it first came out, just had it on repeat, and I thought that I had covered everything, but nope. My ears were picking up on other things, and they're like, you just listen to this. So, yeah, we get into the first verse. The harmonies are just gorgeous, because it's just Christmas Day, Like, he just has that beautiful, like, kind of lullaby swing, kind of oohing. And it's just like, you just can relax for a couple seconds. And then, like, he just kind of keeps to just kind of that, like, I don't want to say, like, Christian vibe, but just kind of, like, pure vibe of everything. And then it's like we have, like, kind of that pause. And then we start on with joy. And as he's going on joy, then the drums start to pick up. And I'm like, oh, man, here we go. This is what I was looking for. So it's, like, God rest ye merry gentlemen, let nothing you dismay. Remember Christ our Savior was born on Christmas Day. I mean, that was off, but, and like, if you're listening to those drums, I guarantee it, you get lost in those drums. I got lost in those drums many times, and I'm just like, I'm not listening to what you're singing here, Geoff. I'm sorry, but because those drums take you away, and it's just a beautiful arrangement way of just how he managed to do it, just like from head thought to reality. And he even said that it was like, you can actually hear him, like, he added in sound of like him beating on his clavicle as an effect in this, because he wanted it to be like kind of more authentic and more, that is just so freaking cool. Like, arrangement wise, this is just so much fun. And like, I'm just looking at the description, and he's like, thanks for watching the somewhat lower version of God Ye Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen. Geoff is element of surprise, right? So it's like, you'll be listening to this, and it's just like, oh, okay, so this is like just definitely like a lower version. But once we get into the second verse, oh my god, he takes it up into, like, not into the rafter style, but he's definitely in his higher tenor range. And I'm like, okay, what you got in store for me, babe? Because it's like, you know, whatever you're doing, keep it going. Because it's like, we get into, now to the Lord sing praises, and he's going, now to the Lord sing praises, all you within this place, and with true love and brotherhood, each other now embrace. I'm telling you, I sang the shit out of that, because that was like just my favorite part of this whole entire thing. And there's like the lighting in the background, and it's just like, it's just going crazy, because it's just like we get into just like embrace. And it's like, this holy time of Christmas, how lovers doth the fair, whoa, toddy. Like, it's just, he's everywhere. And I'm like, this is a bop. Like, to be perfectly honest, like, it's like, I did not think that this much of a creative stance on this whole entire thing, and the blend of harmony with himself. I mean, you know, this podcast must be sponsored by the phrase, Geoff does it perfectly with himself. Geoff harmonizes with himself. I need that on a t-shirt. Somebody make that happen for me. But yes, it's like, because we have 4 clones in this, and they're just, oh my god. Like, you have to listen to it for yourself, you guys. I mean, I'm giving you kind of just like the biscuit, but you really just have to listen to it to get the gravy. You know what I mean? Oh my god. I mean, a Canadian saying a Southern boy. Anyway, it was like 4 clones, and I just love the setup in the back, because it's like, it's got like candles and, you know, lanterns, and it's got I really like the lantern on the far, I guess it would be my far left if you're looking at it from a screen, because it just has that elegant stand on it that is just so pretty. And the wreath is really nice in the background too, because like, I'm just looking at the screen right now. So yeah, because it's like every other version that I had listened to of God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen, it was always so quick, always so fast. And I'm just like, oh, okay, like this, like way too fast or way too short. But Geoff managed to slow it down and make it into 3 minutes and 41 seconds. Like, he almost went 4 minutes singing this song. And we get into kind of like the bridge area, and it's just like, the shepherds at their tidings, rejoicing much in mind. Oh, I got those lyrics completely messed up, but you know what I mean. But it's just like, he's just like so soft for a couple seconds, and it's like, oh, so this is nice, you get to relax, and then boom, we're back into the war drums. And it's like, oh god, like, it's just like, he's like on the attack kind of deal. Like, he's just attacking the listener with so much. And yeah, like the harmonies at the back, it's just like, I'm like trying to think of it, because it's like, the song has left my mind already. And let their flocks of feeding in tempest, storm, and wine. And it's like, oh god. And it's like, left to Bethlehem, straightway the Son of God. And his tenor is just going off. And I'm like, bro, you always say that you don't sound good in the tenor range, but I'm like, you lie. And it's like, oh, man. But it's also funny in the video, too, because once we get into, like, my favorite part of it, it's just like, now to the Lord sing praises. There's a part where lead Geoff comes in, and then he kind of, like, the interaction between his clones is always the best for me. Because it's like, he just kind of looks over at his other clone, like, hey, don't worry. Like, it's like, you're in the tenor range, but I got you. You know, it's alright. I got you. So I absolutely love that. I adore that so much. Yeah, the interaction is so fun. He looks fantastic in this. And Ellie did the lighting. Absolutely amazing job by Mr. Jacobson. Mr. Poppy Ellie. Can I say that? He's a dad now. It's amazing. I'm so happy. He got his Hanukkah and Christmas gift right there. I mean, I'm getting off topic, but, you know, it's just, oh my god. His baby is adorable. Anyway, yeah, it's fantastic. Like, just the timing of it all. Like, I was going back and I was watching this, and it's just like, we get to certain points where it's like, they're just perfectly on time with beat. And then it's like, you know, they slow down, they fade, and then they come back. And it's just transitionally done beautifully. And it gets distracting. So I'm going to maybe get kind of closer to the end of here. So the end is always interesting because it's like, you know, and he didn't make it overly repetitive. Repetitive in the sense of where it doesn't get annoying. Repetitive to where it's like, it's stuck in your head like an earworm. But not one where it's like, get out of my head, you know, like I absolutely... there's a song that comes to mind, and I'm not going to say it because I can't. I loathe that song entirely. Anyway, whoever knows, you know. But yeah, he made it catchy enough to where it's like, you will be singing it over and over and over. But it's like, it's artistically done in a way that it's like, okay, this is something that I can sing over and over again, and I will not get tired of it because it's so well done. Let me look at the video here. Why not? Why the heck not? Okay, hang on. Oh, I got it mixed up, that's why. And it's also fun that it's like, because a lot of people, they just go like, God rest ye merry gentlemen. And like, well, he said that because he had started as a Christmas caroler. Like, him and Kathy were professional Christmas carolers. It's a real thing. I got you, Geoff. Don't worry. Yeah, they started off as professional Christmas carolers, and that was how he would sing God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen. Like, it would just be in the same kind of like Christmassy, out of the movie type of deal, and he just kind of got sick of it. So he's like, what can I do to make this not repetitive and not cliche, and also like the way that he goes with God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen, like it's like, God rest ye merry gentlemen, God rest ye merry, God rest ye merry gentlemen, God rest ye merry. And it's so good. Like, I automatically just picture him, if he was to be, he kind of reminds me of Eric Whitacre in a sense. He just has that, like, the look, the appearance is kind of like Eric Whitacre. You know, if you know who Eric Whitacre is, he's an amazing composer. Check him out. Link in the description. But, yeah, he's phenomenal. But, like, that's just kind of the aura I get. Like, even if I'm not watching the video, that's what I get. Because, like, I feel like I could see Geoff conducting the orchestra of his clones, I guess. Is that even a thing? Like, I can just see him conducting, because that's just the feel I get from this. It's like it's something that an orchestra could play. Of course, you would need to have a lot more room for it, but that's just what I get from it. Okay, so it's shepherds at those tidings, rejoicing much in mind, and left their flocks of feeding in tempest, storm, and wine. I do not understand any of that. I guess I probably would have had to go to church in order to understand that, because I don't understand it. And I love that kind of like storm and wine, and you just hear that little jingle bell. You just hear that diddling, and it's like, oh, it's cute. Yeah, he's all over the range with just like fire, and it's like, oh god. Then we're like really soft. I love that little riff right there, as he's like, whoa, today, like you're going up, 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 ba da ba ba. It's like, oh, it goes all the way up and then drop down. It's like, oh man. And then we get into like the drums again, because it's like he really wants you to sing those praises. It's like, you better freaking sing those praises. Even like how he's looking at the camera is like, oof, intense. So right before we get to like the very end here, I love how in the background, like, now to the Lord sing praises. So he's got like, comfort and joy, comfort and joy, comfort and joy. And then he kind of goes into like comfort and it's like just kind of like that build, like that moment of like, okay, here we go. Like the drop kick is going to happen. Like you are like the cinematic part of this is going to happen. You need a very satisfying ending here. So it's like we're in the tenor area, and then we drop right into the basement with a, oh my god, what? Okay, let me look. Can I find that comment where he has the list? Oh god, it might be buried under here. But yeah, I think he's like in like a, oh, here we go. Okay, so we start off at B1 chest. B1 chest. Frick. Oh, and then he went down into an E1. Jesus Christ. I mean, and like E1s at that time were difficult for Geoff to do, and now he's hitting F1 sharp. He's hitting F1s in chest. Good lord. A lot of things can happen. But, and then this is like the cinematic part of it. Like the lights are just, they're at their peak. He just hits it hard on joy. And it's like the most replayed part of this whole entire thing. And it makes sense. Comfort and joy. Comfort and... Because he goes like, comfort and then that gorgeous E1. And then his clones are at like, joy, and it's just up, 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 and then just that easy, quick end. And I'm like, it's like cutting butter with a knife, you know? It's just like that easy slice, easy conclusion, and it's just, it doesn't end abruptly, but it ends up enough to where it's like, oh my god, just, that was cinematically amazing for me. And that's why I always go story like arranging, because he's always trying to tell the story either of the song or he's making it his own. And like, I like the final shot right here. Just, I know that there's only 4 of them and they're standing in the same thing, but it's just the lighting is perfect because you can still see him, but it's also, he's not like super in the dark. But yeah, I think that kind of just tops up everything. I mean, I hope I didn't miss anything, but yeah, it's so fun. And like, I get lost in those drums. And then if you go and listen to the instrumental, like, you're going to get lost. Oh, and there's a little, I can't remember where exactly it is, but there's a good little, I wouldn't say that it's like a violin pling, but it kind of sounds like that, but it's like, bloop, 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 bloop. So, you know, there's an Easter egg for you. Let's see if you can pick that out. I mean, I'm pretty sure you probably can, but... So, I'm rambling now, so I will let you guys go. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks so much for listening. I made it to 300 subscribers not too far ago, and I am so happy about that. It's crazy to know that this channel has done so well and that you guys are coming back for more. So I'm so grateful to have that. I'm grateful to have all of you here. Merry Christmas, happy holidays. If this doesn't come out before Christmas or if it becomes after, Merry Christmas, happy holidays, happy Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, anything that you guys celebrate. Just a happy holiday season. So I love you guys. Take care of yourselves. And I will see you in the next year, 2024. Holy cow. Okay, bye guys.